This month has been full of ups and downs, but this Thanksgiving week, we're going to continue amplifying all the good that's out there to help remind folks that despite all the darkness, there is some light too. So tonight, we are celebrating Black excellence in the world of independent bookshops owned by our people. BNC viewers already know my colleague and a host of Black News Tonight, Marc Lamont Hill. But what you may not know is that Marc has a passion for books. He's channeled it into opening Uncle Bobbie's Coffee and Books, an independent bookshop that connects underserved communities to literature that they might not otherwise have access to. Marc is with me tonight, and I, for one, can't wait to hear more about all of this. Marc, welcome to Amplified. It's so good to have you here, brother. Thanks for joining me.
It's so good to be here. I'm finally on Amplified. Mama, I made it.
Look, I'm trying to be like you when I grow up, man. So in 2017, you opened up what was one of only 55 Black-owned bookstores in the country, Uncle Bobbie's Coffee and Books. Tell us all about what made you want to open up a shop.
Well, you know, I was intellectually and culturally nurtured with books. You know, I was an early reader. Books gave me a vision. They gave me a sense of possibility. They triggered my imagination. They made me happy. They were my friends. They were my escape. And, you know, books were one thing. And then I got to my Uncle Bobbie's house. And when I would go over to Uncle Bobbie and Aunt Bessie's house, I would not only see books there. There'd be Ebony, it'd be Jet, it'd be Black Enterprise, it'd be Negro Digest, on top of these books by Black authors like E. Franklin Frazier and Leroy Bennett, Ivan Van Sertima. And so I developed my sense of consciousness, my sense of possibility for what the world could be through Uncle Bobbie's. And from there, it went to Hakeem's on 52nd Street and basic Black books and gallery books in the Philadelphia Gallery. So Black bookstores and Black book spaces shaped me. And so I said, when I get a little bit of money, I'm going to make sure that I create for the next generation of people what was created for me.
So the name then is in honor of your uncle. Tell us more about him.
Yeah. Bobbie Lee Hill was born in 1917, and he grew up in Wilkes County, Georgia, along with my late father, and he fought in World War II. And after he came back from World War II, he had to ride behind Nazi POWs on the train ride home. He couldn't get any job. His money was counterfeit. He couldn't eat at a Woolworth or a Horn and Hardart. He couldn't, his high school class couldn't have their pictures taken in front of the Washington Monument in DC, but dogs could. I mean, he was a second-class citizen, and he wanted to figure out how the world could be the way it was at the same time that he had served so much and given so much. And so he started to read, and in that tradition of Black readers, the autodidacts, the Arturo Schomburg created the Schomburg Center in New York, right? John Henry Clark, the legend, right? He went into the books, he went into the archives, and he read and taught himself. And so, again, books changed his life, books saved his life, and they made his life, and that's what they do for me and so many other people.
Wow. So tell us about what types of books that we can expect to see on Uncle Bobbie's shelves.
Oh man, we do a little bit of everything. The greatest joy I ever had as a book nerd was being able to create a shop from scratch and put every book on the shelf that I cared about. And so we have traditional, mainstream popular books. We have books by extraordinary Black authors like Charles Blow. We also have the Black radical tradition. We have the Black nationalist tradition. We have the Afrocentric and African-centered traditions. We have a section in the bookstore on resistance. We have an anti-colonialism section. We also have a philosophy section. We have a huge fiction section. And the best part, Aisha, is the children's section. We have book sections and sections and sections filled with beautiful Black and brown children on the cover and inside the pages. There's no greater joy than when a parent walks in the store and says to me, "Can you help me find a book for my child?" Or even better, when the child herself or himself comes in and says, "Yo, I'm looking for a book. What should I read?" And you have the opportunity to put in their hands something that'll change their life. It's the greatest joy I've ever had.
Oh, I love that so much. I know the whole premise here is that you really want to connect the underserved aspects of Philly and your community with books. And so tell us about the work that you do there at Uncle Bobbie's to bridge that gap and make sure that you're community-centric.
Right. Well, first of all, we were community-centric by being in the community. I could have put the store in the richer parts of Northwest Philly, like Chestnut Hill. I could have put it downtown in Rittenhouse Square. I could have put it on South Street with the tourists, but I put it in the hood. Right, I put it right in a space in Germantown where people can access it. So people from the nicer parts, the wealthier parts can come down. People who live in the hood can come down. It's a destination spot, but it's also in the middle of a real black neighborhood. And it was because I believed that black people deserve beauty too. And then on top of that, we do community events. All of our book events are free. I refuse to charge people for events. We also do community story time. We do children's book readings, pre-pandemic, and hopefully post-pandemic, we'll be doing children's story time again. We do all of the work of engaging the community. We do book bag giveaways, children's school supply giveaways. We do huge symposia around the Malcolm X Radical Day. The Martin Luther King Day of Radical Action is in January. Malcolm X Day is in May. We have a Sojourner Truth and Harriet Tubman Days coming up. We have an Audre Lorde Day coming up. We're trying to speak to our community's needs, but also offer new things that maybe we haven't even considered yet.
I'm thinking about the fact that you have a bookstore. 2017, you launched this bookstore, and in this moment where bookstores are actually closing, independent bookstores. We're seeing the growth of black bookstores, though, which is interesting. And now you've got this attack on quote-unquote critical race theory. You've got people trying to undermine constantly what our kids are learning in schools. And I wonder the role in this juncture of all this stuff going on in the culture, just the way that, what do you think that the role of Black-owned bookstores is in amplifying culture and the value and importance in this moment?
Black bookstore, first of all, black books have always been a site of organizing, political consciousness raising. People on Sunday were not just reading the Bible. Behind that Bible sometimes was a copy of David Walker's Appeal. Sometimes behind the book was a critical, and there was nothing more radical than early Sunday school literature, right? It wasn't, turn the other cheek. It was some other stuff. My point being, books have always been part of our pathway to freedom. And black bookstores have been spaces, just like black churches and mosques and other spaces, have been opportunities to challenge the world, to question the world, to analyze the world, and to organize our black world. And so today, I believe black bookstores have the same role, just like feminist bookstores do, just like lefty independent bookstores do. And that is to create space to critically interrogate the world, what the great social theorist Paulo Freire called critiquing the word and the world, right? We're going to critique the book, but only in the context of a bigger project. And that's what we do every day. So bookstores need to organize, they need to come together. I'm grateful that even though there were only 53 of us when I opened up, that now we're in the 70s and in the 80s and in the 90s. Why? Wow. Because people realize that black folk want to do more than just buy books off a certain online retailer, not to be named, right? But instead, we want to come together in community. We want to build. And that's why the slogan of Uncle Bobbie's is cool people, dope books, great coffee. Because it's about the people and community. It's about the information. And of course, it's about having some good food, just like Uncle Bobbie and Aunt Bessie wanted.
So we out here launching a revolution out of your bookstore. That's what we're about to do right now. I am totally here for all of that. That's what I'm talking about. I have to ask, what are you reading now? Give us like your top 5.
Oh man, that's a good question. Right now, I'm on the last few pages of Scottie Pippen's memoir/biography. He tripping, but I had to read it. Of course, I'm finishing. I just finished the biography of Kendrick Lamar, right? Sing for me, I'm dying of thirst. I promise that you'll sing for me. I'm reading 1619. I'm reading Will Smith's book, and I'm reading Michael Eric Dyson's collection of essays called Entertaining Race, which is brilliant. So those are the 5 books that I've been reading in the last 2 weeks, and they're all dope. And there's so many more books coming out that are just fire. That's why I tell everybody, go to the black bookstore. Even if you don't go to Uncle Bobbie's, go to the black bookstore, go to the independent bookstore and get some good stuff. But if you do go to the bookstore, why not go to UncleBobbies.com? That's Uncle BOBBIES.com. Go check us out. We got apparel, we got books, we got everything you need. Just go there, support black stuff.
You heard it here. Check him out. Marc Lamont Hill, owner of Uncle Bobbie's Coffee and Books and host of Black News Tonight here on BNC. I'm so excited to have you to talk about all of this. I hope that you have a fabulous Thanksgiving. Everybody stay tuned. Marc is coming up next, and we appreciate you for joining.